Little Kirill had been living in an orphanage in Kazakhstan for 4 years, and after being adopted and seeing his new grandfather, he let out a scream. He was born without a right hand, and almost no family was willing to adopt a disabled child. In fact, this birth defect was exactly the reason he was abandoned. Just 20 days after his birth, Kirill's parents decided they didn't want to raise a crippled child and threw him in the trash, literally. The little boy was rescued and taken to an orphanage. Eventually, his classmates were adopted and Kirill was left behind, making him feel alone in the world. One day, however, his luck changed. A Canadian couple visited the orphanage and fell in love with the boy. Doug and Leslie had long wanted a child, and when they saw Kirill, it was love at first sight. They soon became aware of his disability, but to the two of them, it was a small detail of no importance. The orphanage director even tried to change their minds, advising them to look for another, healthier child. Fortunately, they did not. They were not at all willing to change their minds. Once all the adoption bureaucracy was settled, Kirill traveled to his new home, and when he first saw his new grandfather at the airport, he let out a cry of surprise and excitement. The gentleman had also been born without a hand, just like him. He crouched down in front of his new grandson and, without saying a word, held out his arms for the child. It was a magical moment. For the first time in his life, he acquired and found someone like himself. Everyone present had tears in their eyes when he touched his grandfather's arm. Kirill soon felt a strong connection and was certain that this was the perfect family for him. Since that day, Doug, Leslie, and Kirill have led a quiet and happy life. The boy has learned English, made friends, and received all the love and support he so desperately needed. My father showed me that despite his disability, he was capable of doing everything he wanted to do. He's a well-respected businessman, competed in the Paralympics, and continues to teach us all a lesson every day, Doug says. As a result, he is confident that Kirill will be able to lead a normal life and be able to do whatever he wants.